The accusation on protest signs and from some Democrats in Congress the president lied about the Iraqi threat. The administration's response? Congress saw the same intelligence on weapons of mass destruction and backed the Iraq war. Democrats disagree.
For the president to suggest that even as members of the Intelligence Committee, we had the same intelligence at our disposal as he did is just plain wrong.
In fact, the president did review intelligence reports Congress never saw. The CIA produced the President's Daily Brief, or PDB, but they painted an even more dire picture of Iraq's potential threat. The bipartisan Rob Silberman report said the President's daily briefs on Iraq were, quote, even more misleading, unquote, than the National Intelligence Estimate, or NIE, given to Congress. These daily reports were, if anything, more alarmist and less nuanced than the NIE, the commission said, adding the report's, quote, drumbeat of repetition left an impression of many corroborating reports when in fact there were very few sources. The commission found no evidence of pressuring or coercing intelligence analysts, but it did conclude the daily intelligence brief, quote, seemed to be selling intelligence in order to keep its customers, or at least the first customer, interested. In other words, Congress received less aggressive assessments than the president, but they were still bleak.
The bulk of them all agreed that there were existing stocks of biology, existing stocks of chemical, and for the most part they all agreed that there was a nuclear program. The question was how they were going about it.
Dulfer's post-war survey found no biological or chemical weapons stockpiles, no nuclear weapons program. Despite this massive intelligence failure, Dulfer concludes no conspiracy was afoot.
You can fault the intelligence community for many things, but for shaping its conclusions to fit the desires of the political leadership, I don't think that's right. I think that's wrong.
Critics accuse the administration of ignoring negative or conflicting reports. They often cite Iraq's 2001 purchase of aluminum tubes. The CIA and Pentagon concluded they were part of a renewed nuclear weapons program. The Department of Energy disagreed, saying the tubes were not well suited for a nuclear program, but probably destined for Iraqi artillery, which turned out to be the right call. Even so, the Energy Department, based on other evidence, agreed Iraq was pursuing nuclear weapons.
There was a disagreement on some of the elements, but there was a large consensus in terms of the overall direction that the Saddam regime wanted to go, which was it was reconstituting its nuclear weapons program.
Democrats have recently said their lack of access to these presidential daily briefs constitute a crucial missing link in their understanding of the Iraq threat. But as Dulfer and the bipartisan Rob Silberman Commission have already concluded, in almost every instance, these daily reports would have made lawmakers more alarmed, not less. Britt?
Major, thank you.